Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 55 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10. Dalton operating in the red zone now. He's going to find Gallup here complete. They'll get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. Yards from the end zone, first and goal. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. This is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Washington 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 8-yard line.
Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard. Maybe a touch less. Dalton here from the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Washington 0.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Going up top for Kupp. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. That'll bring up second down.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from the... Got his man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 82 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet. But and the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. To throw here, Dalton. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. It's a gain of 34.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a 1st down. Haskins looking to throw on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Greg Zuerlein lining up for the
short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Fielded in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Washington. 71 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Freeman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21. Washington 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. Deron Payne on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And does Washington have what they do? An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
21. Washington 14.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have to settle for a field goal attempt, and now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there of pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a second score.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Second down and goal. Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
At the 31.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Blake Jarwin.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Again, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
20! And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Clinton Dix on the coverage.
To throw again. Haskins. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit Bader. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
47-yard line.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. It's hot Clinton Dix with a pick. Well, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 32-yard line.
Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash.
49 yards.
And this one is right down Broadway. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
It's a gain.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
1st down.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And quickly to the outside, that's caught by Lamb.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Tackle made.
And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Chris Jones on the...
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Cowboys 38. Washington.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Back to the air, Haskins after the pick 6. This is taken in, it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Cowboys 38. Washington 28.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
This will make it into the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Dalton and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
He'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Dalton got his man there, complete to Gallup. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that...
And now here's another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Dalton. And this is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
2nd and 9 at the 3-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play there for Washington on third down. 56 yards.
First down, Washington.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 31, Haskins. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun. Haskins will get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
The kick is
and
good.
This one through the uprights and good.
Cowboys 45. Washington 35.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the gun, Dalton, throw left side, complete. That's Elliott. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 43-yard line.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on second and 4. Operating from the gun, Dalton. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. It's a first down on a gain of 10. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Now Dalton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They get 6. That'll leave them with third and 4.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And this one quickly to Lamb. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
2-yard line.
A first down carry by Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott Touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
52. Washington 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Throwing again on second down. Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
First down, Washington.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 48 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Cowboys 52. Washington 42.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing, Dalton looking deep in the direction. And got his man complete. The 30, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper taking it in. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
13 yards remaining on second down. From the gun, Haskins. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Steven Sims, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Haskins. He's going to look deep. He's got a man complete. There he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, an 80-yard touchdown. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Dalton wants to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. So now Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
9-yard line.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Haskins to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for the big fella. This is Jameis Olawale. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On the counter, Elliott. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Big spot, Andy Dalton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
62.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A gain of
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
first down.
He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
56.
But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Cowboys, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.